Welcome back to X4. We're on the way up to the top of the map, and I just thought I'd give you a quick update while we were on the way. Oh, need to turn on travel mode first of all. That should kick in. There we go. So we've got a few updates from the developers. We've got some criticism on Reddit and places like that, with people saying the war isn't kicking in at high level, or at least after a certain amount of time in the game. They're saying there's nothing to do. Well, the developers are saying they're about to re-enable the war, or at least increase the frequency of the war on the beta branch. So if you are looking for that, you need some more stuff to do. Maybe you're ahead of where I am. You may want to try the beta branch and see how well that goes. Hopefully the Xenon won't invade all of your systems. So that's something to try. Now, we're on our way up to the top of the map, up here. I'm just going to go into the mission system, and we're going to try a couple of these guild mission offers. Argon versus Xenon, and then Argon versus Holy Order. Might be worthwhile, because we do want Argon faction. The other faction I also want to pick up is Teladi and Paranid. Now, Paranid, on the other hand, I don't have quite enough money yet. Nearly. It's not too far off. We want to also get some faction reputation with them, because that will then unlock the medium ships for both Paranid and Teladi. In particular, the Paranid medium ships has a medium fighter with 5 front-facing guns. I've got 2. So having a faction sort of level up so I can get the military license with those, it would actually help a lot. And have I just flown past? I have just flown past. Yep, so that will really help me a lot, and it probably will help you guys as well. So don't ignore all of the factions. And to get more faction reputation, we're just going to go and buy some miners. They do it quite passively. And what I thought I'd do this episode is grab some gas miners, or at least one, once I pass about 500,000. And let's see where that goes. We have a Paranid wharf here. Let me just start guidance to there. In fact, we can just teleport. Not that I need to see it, but I actually want to see what the ship looks like. So why don't I just teleport to it? Goodbye, Ace. What a guy. And here we are on the Paranid station. I think it's Paranid anyway, the purple. In any case, we're going to buy a ship here. Yeah, Paranid Wharf. So buy ships. And I'm going to select a medium ship. I'm going to select, let's see, there is a gas miner and a mineral miner. Let's get the gas one. We haven't looked at gas miners before. It looks pretty nice. In fact, this looks a lot nicer than the gas miners on Argon. So maybe we standardize on these. In any case, I'm going to fit this ship as we previously have. 1 second. And here we've got a reasonable loadout. So I'm going to hit the save icon. I'm going to save this as gas miner. And we'll save that as a new loadout. So if we want more ships, in fact I can add more now if we wanted to, but I don't have enough money just yet, we could set all that up. So just to give you an idea, we're just using all the basic stuff because they're just cheap miners. We don't really care that much if they get destroyed by something. And usual sort of software just in case I need to take them over myself. Take all the consumables out, and crew, I've left 3 in, but no marines. 3 because turrets need crew, apparently. So 2 for 2 turrets, and then a spare.
You are reminded that lottery tickets are available from all retail outlets in the station.
I haven't seen lottery tickets, but okay. Alright, so we've saved that as a loadout, and now we will add that to the shopping list. Now I could add more here to the shopping list before purchasing them. However, in our case, we're just going to press OK.
I have come to the end of my research.
Thank you very much, Boron. We'll select another research, and just to give you an idea, I've now got through all of the module researches, so we can scan for blueprints on all the different types. And I'm just going through the basic... Yes.
I will let you know when I am done.
We're going through the basic mod section, and then we'll go into advanced and exceptional and stuff like that. So, we have a ship that is on build. There it is. Yeah. So the reason I didn't see the last ship that was medium was because it was down in the dock, the medium dock. And on this station, the medium dock is pretty much here. This would almost look like a good fighting ship, let alone an actual miner. In any case, that looks like it's nearly complete. I do quite like the construction happening in real time. There it goes. I mean, there's no interior, it doesn't show any of that, but the exterior, and there we are. Okay, so that's built and ready to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send that to, or at least send it over to, I think, Path to Profit. I put a resource probe down in here, and it is just hydrogen. So I thought, well, we'll go and see if that's actually reasonable. So I'm going to go and select this Plutus Gas Vanguard. And let's just rename it.
Incoming ship.
Yeah.
Docking crews to stand by.
MNR6 hydrogen. Okay, and then we're just going to go back and make sure it's selected. Tell it to go here.
I'll wait for you to tell me to take off.
I just did. Go and fly there. Literally fly. Fly, my pretties. Fly. Why aren't you flying? I literally said go here. Remove all orders. Right click. Oh, hang on. Hydrogen. Yeah. Go right there.
I'll wait for you to tell me to take off.
You really aren't liking that. Okay, I'm going to just tell it to mine hydrogen here. Once it gets there, then I'm going to tell it to auto mine. Ah, there it goes. I'm going to tell it to auto mine and just make sure we've got enough. We've got enough star ranking for that. Yes, the captain is level 3, so we should be able to set its orders in here to auto mine just as before. And when I do that, it should let me add wares, and I can say hydrogen. So there's helium and methane as well, but that system has just hydrogen. So we'll see how profitable that is. And of course, we can probably also set up helium and methane, do a comparison. It'll take another million or so credits for me to get another couple of miners to compare it, but then we'll be able to see it from there.
Thank you for buying their product.
Ah, thank you. Yes, Egosoft. I too would like. Why can I not get out of this bay? Well, I guess we're teleporting back again. Fine, no problem. I'll see you back at our main ship. Okay, so why don't we take a look at the missions then? Instead of the other missions category, there's also the guild missions. So why don't we look at this Argon versus Xenon? It's easy apparently. Due to our close proximity to Xenon space, we're looking for volunteers to help secure our borders, as well as repel any Xenon incursions. We have a wide variety of tasks to assign, so whatever your skills, don't hesitate to sign up. And we just have to talk to someone. Okay, so let's accept it. And where is it telling us to go to? We need to go all the way around to have it Tikva's choice, and all the way over to Argon defense platform. Now, okay, so we'll start guidance to there. Oh, well, I guess I could teleport to it, but I'm going to take my ship anyway, just in case it needs any sort of combat ability. We're going to head over there, and I'm going to cut forward so you don't have to watch me travel. And here we are heading towards the defense platform, so I guess we better slow down a little bit. And maybe even scan mode. Just because that looks pretty awesome. Oh, there we go. It's saying talk to Mayenne Harbin. Fair enough. Spoilers may occur ahead, given that this is not the other missions category, so just bear in mind. And yeah, let's dock on the only pad big enough to fit this ship, and it's only medium. Fair enough. Go sideways a little bit and accelerate. And we've bumped into the station. Again. Just because this thing is too big. Let's go forwards. There we go. So let's teleport around the station till we find Mayenne. And on the station there is a room called the Xenon War Room. Interesting.
Come to the end of my research.
Yes, and our boring friend is researching more stuff, and I guess we could just set him up on the next research while we head in
This will
here.
allow you to craft standard equipment very good. I will let you know when I am done.
Okay, let's see what's behind door number 2.
Pilot.
I'm here to help with the Xenon.
Ah, nice to meet you. My job here is to help coordinate our efforts against the Xenon, and given the threat, we're in need of as many volunteers as we can get. If you're here, it means you have been recognized as an outstanding citizen of the Argon Federation.
Well, thank you.
There's a great need for pilots like you. The Xenon have been a constant threat throughout our history. Many see them as a force of nature, something we have to weather and survive. But the reality is, this is a war. We can't just throw away every passing pilot at the enemy. Any potential recruits will undergo a probation period. Each engagement needs to be a victory or they'll overrun us. I'm sure you knew that, or you wouldn't be here. Let's get started. Any questions?
What kind of jobs do I have to do?
There will be a wide range of tasks from combat deployments to construction work. Depending on the situation, you will have a selection of tasks to choose from. You will be paid as you complete your allotted tasks, with a potential bonus at the end.
I like the sound of bonuses. What can you tell me about the Xenon?
The Xenon are a race of intelligent, replicating machines, and they have been a looming threat throughout our history. They were originally created to help the Terrans explore the stars and terraform worlds, but trying to control artificial general intelligence proved costly. And now, hundreds of years later, we're still trying to clean up their mistake, but we have no idea how far they have spread throughout the universe.
What can we do?
All we can do is hold out and prevent them from spreading any further. Every other government, allied or not, is faced with the Xenon threat. It's about the only thing we can all agree on. We've even had temporary ceasefires with the Holy Order when faced with a Xenon attack. Quite temporary, though. Anything else?
No, let's get started. Let's see what we got to go and do.
I'll have a suitable task picked out for you momentarily. Stay safe out there, pilot.
Okay, so I guess we'll go back to our ship. And we have a destroy Xenon M. There it is. Zen M, Model M. Ace, I know you're a great guy, but we've got to remove you. Sorry, I've got to fly this myself. Your autopilot skills are interesting, but not necessarily amazing. Let's undock. All right, and let's see if we can get rid of this single Xenon. Spin ourselves around and boost this way. Alright, so we're going to get closer and let's see if our ship actually manages to get rid of this enemy. Okay, coming in at 765 kilometers and we're slowing down to normal size. It's not seeming doing very much. Why don't we just aggravate it a little bit and let's see if it does a little bit more then. Nope, maybe it's just dead. It's dead in space. And let's take the cargo though. So we've got travel thrust mod, we've got cooling mods, some hydrogen catalysts. Interesting. So we can probably get some mods to upgrade our ships with by destroying Xenon. And I guess, yeah, we have to talk back to Mayen, who tells us to go and kill next useless ship. A useful sort of tutorial, I guess, for the start of the... I assume this is the war campaign, but we'll see that as we actually go forwards. Now, while I'm going to go back to the station, I did want to cover a couple of other things. First of all, updates on our stations. Okay, so on our stations, we've got two different ones at the moment. Plan build. So on our player 1, our player HQ, we have the energy cell production finished. We now have a biome for the workers being produced, as well as a connection piece to actually put it just above the energy cell production. If we go across the logical station overview, you'll sort of see we've got the energy cell side. We need the workforce side of things to actually have that working. On the other side of things, the meat factory, the job is much the same. We can go across to plan build and move across and in. So you'll see we've got a couple of blocks already built. Let's get closer. There we go. So I've got a container coming off a cross connection piece, and then above that, right above it, we've got the meat section itself, the meat production area. And on the logical view, again, we need energy cells, or we're going to need energy cells to produce meat. And then we're also going to need a workforce. So in both cases, I've put a biome up. They will take a significant amount of credits, however, and I don't have huge amounts just yet. because adding all these modules into the stations are actually quite expensive. So you may want to fund that by adding more miners. Speaking of which, why don't we have a look for that miner I set up? Ooh, probably need to thrust away from this asteroid a little bit. There we go. And the miner should be happily auto mining somewhere now. Is that our auto miner? It is. Is it just going back to this station to sell? Or is it just going all the way back? Are you going all the way back to the wharf to sell? Maybe you are. Interesting. I'm not sure I quite wanted that to happen. In any case, what have you got on board? Information? Let's have a look. You have full storage of hydrogen, or at least nearly full. So if they're going to go and sell it back to the Paranid Wharf, fair enough that we'll get credits for that. It'll just be a longer cycle time of going back and forward. So if we can find another gas field somewhere closer to the Paranid Wharf, that will be useful. What I may well do is actually get a couple of scout ships and have them start to explore the Paranid sections. There may be a couple of others around here that I'm missing, and we'll see if we can find a gas field out there for our miners. And because we've got teleportation unlocked, we don't necessarily need to go and dock again. I didn't need to dock the first time, really, but let's just teleport out. I'm sure Ace can take over temporarily. And then we can just go and speak directly to the Xenon War Room hostess. These doors were different last time. Okay, talk. I completed the task.
Yes, I saw. Good work.
And we got answer the call, Steam achievement.
Related to the Xenon in your mission interface.
Okay, in the mission interface. And it's also saving. And we get 4 missions. Heavy construction, gather intel, safeguarding resources, and safeguard against invasion. I like the idea of gathering intel at least first. So, here, we need to deploy some satellites in enemy space and detail Xenon scans. Okay, difficulty medium. Let's accept it and see what that leads to. Do you give me any sort of indication as to where I need to go? Interesting. Deploy satellites in specified area. Now we have to undock, so I'm guessing I'm just going to teleport to a ship. At least my ship, wherever it is. There it is. Teleport to. And let's see what it says then. Okay, so it is going to lead us to a location. Is that on the map now? Now that we're on a ship, where is it going to take us? Just in Hatikva's choice. And then we're going to go through a jump gate. Okay. Let's head out there and we'll see where we go. And here we are, we're going through this jump gate into some place called Tharka's Cascade. We haven't been there before, so this will be entirely new. I'm not sure if this jump gate was actually on before, I just missed it. I assume I just missed it. In any case, let's head through. There are a few jump gates I found, by the way, that aren't on, so that wouldn't be a surprise.
Entering system, Argon's Cascade.
Okay, yeah. We have a few bits and pieces. Oh, don't want to crash into stuff. Do not want to crash into stuff. But there is a highway out here. And hopefully I'm not taking any damage, but we got to go 11 kilometers that way. And it's a red sector. Our first sort of enemy area. And that is a mining ship. And that was a highway. Oh, look at my shields. Let's head this way. We could take out a mining ship, I suppose, but it shouldn't be terrible. Let's see where this takes us. Looks like we're going to go into the next sector across as well. This isn't going to be a small trip, so I'm going to head over that way. And hopefully I don't get attacked too much, but if I do, then I will show you more on camera. Okay, so we're coming up to a highway, or an accelerator entrance, and we'll head across to the next zone. Sort of lava planet, I guess, here. And we've already discovered a few things like a Xenon station, a defense platform, etc. And we just fly right by them. We're not even stopping to slow down. And let's see where we go now. Much closer to the planet, it looks like. And what are you?
Cascade 17.
Oh, okay, a place called the Aqueduct. But that's not a Xenon thing. Maybe that's another place we can unlock? Yeah. Although it seems to be Xenon space, that place isn't, so okay. Fair enough. And we're in the area now, so I guess we can drop a satellite anywhere around here, really. Why don't we just head to the middle, though? There we go. That's not going to take us terribly long. And there we go. Accelerate. I'll see you in the middle. Alright, here we are. And I'm just going to drop a satellite. We've got some advanced ones. So let's see how well that does. I presume it's going to start scanning. We've got coverage 0100. There we go. Mission completed. Satellites required in enemy space. We get 88,000. And now we're going to go and have to fly back again. I'll save you that journey. And while we're on our way back, just to show you the trade completed for that hydrogen, it sold for 34,000, so better than ore still, but not quite as good as silicon in general. And it sold to Antimatter Cell Factory in Silent Witness. Interesting. So we still ended up with Argon Federation. I don't want Argon Federation stuff, so we're going to have to find another place that wants stuff, basically. Some place that wants silicon, or some place that wants gas near the Paranid, and we'll sell it to them instead. Anyway, we're going to go through the accelerator now, and let's see where it wants us to go to. It looks like we're going to have to go to a ship itself. The raiding party P sounds like a ship. There we go. So, can I select you yet? Yeah, so it is a ship, and I assume we're going to need to scan it. It doesn't say kill it yet, so we'll see how far that goes. Yeah. It's moving anyway. Let's get a lot closer. We're quickly approaching it now in our travel mode. 50 kilometers. Looks like there's a gas. Oh, that's. Yep, that is a raiding party, not just a raiding ship. And we're gonna fly past. Scan the specified ship. Oh, great. Yeah, I'll just fly past. And we will just spin around. Get a little bit closer, and I guess I'm going to have to go into scan mode. Alright, this may be a little bit dodgy, but let's go into scan mode. And I guess I can boost in, but I really don't want to use my shield, so we'll just get a little bit closer with travel mode, and then flip into scan mode when we get close enough. So, only want a few kilometers off here. Hopefully these ships aren't aggro. Yeah, let's drop out around about 8 kilometers. There we go. And we should fly past it. Oh. Yeah, I need to get a little bit closer. Very insectoid-like, I guess. You want to say those ships? And we're just going to slow down. And it's quite a small ship. Can we scan you? Let me scan you. Come on, a little bit closer. Really should be able to scan right about now. I mean, it's only like 50 meters off. I think I'm bumping it. That may not be... Oh, actually, I have a scan option. Didn't know we had that. Maybe I could have done that from much farther away. Okay, we got another 88,000, and we got a detailed Xenon scanner. Let's just quietly head away from the Xenon. Yep, and head back through the jump gate. And we're safely back out of the Xenon sector. So one idea here that I had is that if we're going to need to head up there and basically take that over, if we do build any more stations once I get enough credits to do so, it might be useful to actually build some kind of system here. One, we've got direct access to the highway, it's really good. Two, we've got a jump gate right next door. And, well, we could build any kind of defense platforms we like here, just in case they invade. But that's for another day. I need more credits, more mining, more trading, and hopefully the 2 stations we've already got going completed and started actually manufacturing stuff. Something else I should also explain about our stations that we're starting to build up. They won't work completely on their own. The meat factory is going to need other things to actually create a final product that we can sell for hopefully lots of money, or at least supply other stations with. Now, let me just make sure I'm heading in the right direction. Yeah, I'm just going to slow down. There we go. So what are we actually going to do with it? Well, meat is used to make food rations, along with wheat, along with spices, and all three of those come from water and originally ice. So the whole start of the production chain is probably ice and energy cells. So we have energy cells going up in our home station, and we may well expand that to do other things as well. But yeah, don't think we're just going to stop with just a meat module. It just happens to be that was the only module I could place to start off with. But we are going to have to expand that factory if we want it to produce food rations. And the food rations are the things that are also required in the same system. So if you have a look over here, where's the meat factory? It's over here. Is it in the Black Hole Sun? Yeah, Black Hole Sun 4. There it is. See the other stations, if we turn off the trade filters again. There we go. And if we just restrict those to food rations, you'll see they are bought by the other stations. Food rations, 48 credits. Food rations, 50 credits. And yeah, depending on which stations you're looking at, we can at least equip this sector with a food production platform. But we're going to require other bits and pieces, obviously. So, you know, this isn't just by itself as we are at the moment. It is going to take many millions to start up. So to do that, it looks like at the start of the game, the only real way to do it is either through missions or setting up lots more miners. So we're going to set up more miners if that's how it's intended to work. Over here then, or in Trinity Sanctum, there is a gas area right below the wharf, which is good. And we have our little ship down here that was hydrogen. I'm going to just change that over. And I'm just going to rename it to helium. So MNR 6 helium. Because that's what that gas cloud is. I haven't put a resource probe down, but you can actually do that. And we have told it to auto mine, I think. Why can't I switch tabs? Let's go back. It has changed name at least. There we go. So it's also mining helium and its default behavior. So it is actually mining right now. So hopefully then that should be sold, I would hope, to the Paranid, but we'll see once it actually finishes. It is automatic after all. Nothing much we can do about it. However, that does mean as I want to get more credits, I can actually buy more ships right at the Paranid Wharf and get them mining. I'm going to explore the rest of Trinity Sanctum here and see if there's any more areas we can mine, and also Unholy Retribution, which is the next sector to the south. And unfortunately, we're coming up to the half-an-hour mark. Yes, I know. Some people want really long episodes. Some people want shorter episodes. I can't win, but about half an hour seems fine, at least per day. And we'll see how well that goes. Just find another jump gate off the Paranid system. Trinity Sanctum 3. And let's see where it goes, just to sort of close off. Here we go.
Entering system. EWAS twin.
Okay, he was twin, and this is Taladi again, it looks like. Okay, and yes, over here there is another mineral field. That one is hydrogen, at least in my save game. So again, quite close to Paranid Wharf, so we can keep them in the same system. And there's some crossover with minerals, and that looks like an inactive jump gate. It was just a level of detail. It is another Taladi station with a habitat ring. Very cool. I do actually want one of those on our station. It's sort of like a halo ring. It spins and you've got habitat around it. And you dock inside much like Elite Dangerous. Anyway, off we go to another highway, it seems. So I'll close off the episode here. We've got some more miners going in the Paranid side. We've got the guild missions started. I'll continue those, probably not occupying too much episodes with them. It's probably worthwhile covering more the sort of infrastructure and empire building parts. Yeah, this is the second sector. Here is Twin 2. There may even be another jump gate over here somewhere. So I'll continue to explore off on the right-hand side of the map here. And we'll see where we get to next episode. With that, if you've got any comments below or advice, anything you've seen in this episode that's incorrect, feel free to put them in the comments below. People are definitely talking about the various different features of the game down there. And of course, as always, guys, thanks for watching more X4. We'll see you next time.